Good day, Virgo viewers. I'm Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. I am shuffling for the overall energy for this love and romance reading for July 2026. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Spirit, what does the Virgo collective need to know about love and romance for July 2026? Shuffling for the Virgo collective. Spirit, Virgo collective, overall energy. Thank you. For love and romance. Okay, let's pull a couple cards before I start to interpret. Thank you. Oh boy, there's a couple that came out, but I was told to take them. Okay, so we have, first of all, we have conflict. So there's something that is not copacetic somewhere. We have shallow. Somebody might be bored within a relationship, which may be causing some kind of conflict, some kind of incompatibility. Somebody might be bored. Somebody might be not letting down their vulnerability and getting into those deeper conversations, or moving on in a relationship, and you're coming across as not being very deep. Okay, we have withdrawn and hoping. So I do feel like somebody in the relationship is still hoping that things will change. Somebody wants to make it work. Somebody sees this as something that could go long term. But the other is immediately seeing that there's an incompatibility. Too many differences to make it work, I just heard. Somebody might be pulling back from somebody who means the world. It could be while somebody is hoping for and manifesting for this relationship to work, the other person may be healing or feeling withdrawn, going into hermit mode, being reflective, being introspective, trying to figure out themselves before they can move on to a partnership. And, you know, this person could potentially be with you. However, they need time. They need time to work on themselves. But for others of you, there is definitely an incompatibility. And I feel like you desperately want it to work out. You've been manifesting this, manifesting that things will change, manifesting that maybe they will learn to open up to you or share some more with you. But again, I feel like maybe they have to work on themselves, and some people don't know they have to work on themselves, or they just don't want to. They're not there yet, and they've been suppressing things. Or this is just somebody who you're just completely on different ends of the spectrum. You tried to make it work out. You're like, hey, opposites attract. Why not? But there's too much. There's too much difference for this to work in your favor. So you really just have to see things for what they are and understand that this person needs to work on themselves. It doesn't have anything to do with you. They're not letting their guard down because of something going on in their life. They might not trust you because of something going on in their life. It most likely has nothing to do with you and is something that they have to work through. But that's on them. And until they're ready to do that, then I don't recommend waiting around for that. Because that could be years, that could be decades. All right, so like I said, there's some, and for others, it's about keeping the faith. But again, not waiting around. You don't know how long this person is going to take to heal. And if the universe wants you together, then the universe is going to bring you together. All right, Spirit, I am shuffling for the Virgo Collective. Moving on to Tarot. What is it that the Virgo Collective needs to know for their greatest good? For July 2026. Now, Virgos, this love and romance reading is going to go right into August 2026, the middle of August. So keep that in mind. Spirit, what are we looking at for the Virgo Collective? We have the Moon in reverse. Something is going to be revealed to you. Something is finally, something that you've been wanting to hear is finally going to be revealed. This could be something that you've been manifesting, something that you've been wondering about. Maybe it could be something that you needed closure on. So that's going to look differently for everybody. What other cards, Spirit? What other messages here? Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, messages coming in. Ideas, plans coming to fruition. So somebody might be coming towards you with messages, getting text messages, or calling you. It's about communication. Good old-fashioned calling, right? You might be receiving a phone call from your person. Maybe they want to take a trip with you or, discover something new. This is, something that maybe needs details or discovery. The Ace of Swords is fun because it's like all about discovery and communication and, setting things up and making plans and all that kind of fun stuff that you love to do with the person that you care about. All right, so let's move on and see what other messages Spirit has for the Virgo Collective for July 2026. Thank you. Two of Swords. Okay, something is holding you back from making a decision. You don't have all the, again, you don't have all the details yet. This person is wearing a mask. Maybe there's something that is going to be revealed, but you're scared to know what that answer is. This could have you with a lot of anxiety. This might involve a decision that you need to make. This again with communication. Make sure that you know all the details. You're communicating your questions. If there's questions you need answered, make sure there is open communication. If you're looking for answers for somebody. Now we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is, unfortunately, it's cutting somebody off. It could be cutting somebody off, but it also could be warming up to somebody. Also, somebody might not be telling you the full truth. Lots of things coming at me right now. Queen of Swords in reverse, like I just said, all those three things could be about cutting somebody off. So this might be somebody that you need to release yourself from. You know, our first two cards were conflict and shallow. So maybe you're feeling that in your relationship, and that's a sign that you need to make some decisions about how to move forward in a situation. You're stuck there. And Spirit saying, you know, this might be a good time to detach. This is also about, you know, the Queen of Swords is comes across very cold and very blunt. So there might be mixed communication. In this, somebody is not coming across as sharp and not communicating as well as the other person would like. A miscommunication perhaps, or lack of communication. This could also be warming up. Like I said, Queen of Swords is very, very sharp with her tongue. And it could come across as a little bit bitchy. However, when she's in reverse, this could be somebody who's warming up to you, somebody who is thinking about you, somebody who has been thinking about communicating with you. Like I said, there's still that lack, though. They have to muster up this communication for this situation to work itself out. And this also could be a lack of trust. A lack of knowing each other. Not knowing each other that well. Not being able to. Remember with this you know, shallow, they're not opening up, they're feeling very on the surface. They just are making small talk. Okay, then we have the Hanged Man. Seeing things. This came out right here. There's something that some of you are not seeing in your relationship. Spirit's saying you need to take a pause and really examine this. Because some of you might be wasting your time. Let's see if I can pull a couple of more. Thank you. Ooh, a couple came out. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Sun in reverse. I feel like maybe you were expecting a little bit too much of somebody, and not saying that they let you down, but it wasn't what you were expecting. Like I said, the lack of Ace of Swords is all about communication, making plans. So I feel like maybe somebody has let you down in that aspect. Maybe you thought you had plans and they fell through, or you haven't heard from this person. But I do see that there's an emotional connection between you guys. That they are going to contact you. This is going to work out. Remember, the Sun is the most vibrant card, the most energetic card in the deck. Okay, in any tarot deck, it's the Sun that's the most energetic. Because even when the Sun is in reverse, it doesn't mean it's a negative card. The Sun never stops shining. Even in the reverse, it's still a beautiful card. It just means that things need to change a little bit. Raise your vibration a little bit. Because there's a connection here. This is emotional happiness. So you are going to be happy once this person starts communicating with you. And I feel like there is a lack of communication here. But something's going to be revealed. They're coming in. And this person makes you very, very happy. You have a really, really great connection with this person. emotionally, spiritually. So, something to look forward to. Thank you so much for joining me, Virgo. Thank you for hanging out and clicking that like and subscribe. I really hope this reading helped you and resonated. I look forward to seeing you next month, and if not, I will see you at some other point. Click on like and subscribe. You'll see me more. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.